Now his priestess gut needs to touch you too. And it's... You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting. Maybe you...
She pro-darkness. The vision dissolves away. Your minds brush against one another.
Don't want to get intimate in front of the novices. Fair enough. Maybe I could help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. With the absolutes with... Let's deal with this in my...
Oi! Priestess!
Did like us.
We want them all!
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough for
We
the
want to turn out
Abdo?
like that. Blissful idiots who thought they were talking to their god.
You with that other drow what's been bossing us around?
Thought you, drow, had already got off to the...
Bet it's nice being a drow, strutting about like your arse is made of diamonds.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise McGlubbyet. Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goomless as the rest of them. 'Cause I'm loyal to McGlubbyet. 'Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god. Yeah, my old tribe's fallen for this shite, traitorous bastards. The great absolute brings us together. Drow and gnolls and goblins all braiding one another's hair. It's a load of shite. Talking to you, ain't I? I just don't believe in all this togetherness and chumminess. Ain't natural. It won't last. They'll be tearing into each other soon enough. Sod 'em all. I'll wait it out in here, praying to a real god. You think this is funny? I'll be the one laughing.
Longing for small spaces. So there is a light here, in the tight space beneath.
Boss Ragslin weren't lying when he said anyone could join the Absolute's ranks.
Keep moving. Unless you're wanting a
You're either with the Absolute or against her.
Shukok, O Taishokek Doors! I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute!
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Suga no Shukok!
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon, and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
Another drow true soul. As if there weren't enough of you.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This mind flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp. Your skull sizzles with Ragslin's displeasure. His mouth is still, but you hear his demand.
I speak for the Absolute, and I say, you stay. I've got plans for you, boy. And there's no true soul yet who turned their back on the Absolute.
You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse, speak and say sooth. Lucan ok al koldek shulkok hank.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes, and questioning the creature might recognize you as its killer.
I'm just waiting.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Talk to me, freak. Who killed you?
The creature responds, not in words, but memories. You see a clawed hand open a holding pod, devoid of flesh, only darkness.
Damn it! That tells me nothing!
The memory fades, and the corpse awaits the next question.
Tell me who killed you, freak! No games!
Again, a vision comes to you. A memory, seen through the creature's soul-dead eyes. You see a clawed hand opening a holding pod. The murk clears to reveal a face. Yours.
That can't be. You're no true soul. Yeah, you're right. You're a real true soul. I felt it.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Trow was right. Can't let her get all of that glory. Like I said, I got plans for you. Report to the Drow. Minthar is the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her. Say that again. 'Cause I know I didn't just hear you refuse the Absolute. Falling in line. Just what I like.
Seeking a weapon. I wonder if they mean that old artifact.
Honors you and slays her enemy. She'll fertilize the field with thy death.
That was intense. I wouldn't want to bump into that thing while it was still alive. Someone needs to keep an eye on these buggers. I don't make a habit of questioning the Absolute.
Draw Ragslin's a true soul. Boss put you to work, huh?
A true...
I'll do what he says. Ain't wanna make the boss.
All right, time to skulk about. Don't mind if I do.
I wouldn't dawdle if I were you. I doubt true soul Minthara has... I'm glad it was dead when we found it.
And streams will flow with their blood. Your drink from her barrels will rain. Rivers and streams will flow with them. Their city will be raised to the ground. Absolute. Sit.
I tell you, this crying eye was looking at me
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent. You sense no reaction from the unblinking eye.
You see that eye what's it floating about? Best hope it don't take a fancy to ya. Unless you like playing hide and seek when you're trying to take a dump. Hey? You don't know? Ah! A grunt like the rest of us, eh? It's a floating eye, mate. Your bosses at Moonrise enjoy spying on us. Load of trollop. Just don't trust us to do what we do best. Killing things! Bloody hell! What? Leave me alone!
Again? Do you wanna become spider food?
What are they delaying for? Can't we just swarm the forest?
Drow wants to know exactly where those adventurers came from.
What are they doing? Hiding in
Got an
trees?
earful, did ya?
We'll smoke 'em out, no problem. I tell you, the scrying eye was looking at me all strange.
Right. What would some drow wizard in Moonrise want to look at you for?
Certainly won't be because of your beautiful eyes.
They're drow. They're stuck-ups. Ignore them. And be happy they didn't throw you to the spine.
Get your eye off my arse!
How many raiders do we have?
Plenty of lashes, loads of hunters, and a few pariahs to carry the powder kegs.
These pariahs, they're prepared to fight for the Absolute.
What they do ain't exactly fighting. All they gotta do is light up their powder and burn.
Then they're prepared to die for the Absolute.
How about I'll stop following you, eh? Dying's the only thing they're good at. What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and...
Mistress! It's me, your loyal servant, Sazza. I'm back, and I brought a friend.
A drow? Tell me, Sazza, did your misadventures take you to the Underdark?
They was in some rickety druid grove, mostly full of tieflings, but them intruders you're after were hiding out there.
I presume you dealt with my prey and massacred the rest?
Well, the thing about that is, they sort of massacred us. But this mug helped me to escape. I say we stick a few holes in him. Show how grateful we are.
You feel a cold hand caress your mind as the drow praises you.
Oh dear. Your prisoner is one of the Absolute's favorites, Sazza. A true soul.
Nah, it can't be. They was in the grove, hanging around with the tieflings.
Undercover, no doubt. Carrying out the Absolute's will. Oh, Sazza, you have made a grave error. And it will be your last. My spiders are hungry, little one. But before they feast, tell me where that grove is. And I may yet spare your life.
It's past the bridge, to the east. Big old gate covered in ivy. Don't hurt me, mistress, please.
I will not hurt you. My spiders will have that pleasure.
No, I mucked up, I'm sorry. But I didn't know who they was. They didn't tell me nothing. You could have told me who you was. Somebody help!
Through sheer luck, that pathetic worm has brought me the information I need. And And it seems that the inhabitants of the Grove trust you. We can use that against them. You have a part to play in this slaughter.
Return to the Grove. When my raiding party approaches, throw open the gate and signal me.
The fate of the Grove's inhabitants hangs in the balance. Killing the drow here would spare them, but it might be better to face her warband at the Grove itself, on familiar ground. On the other hand, participating in the slaughter as she asks may be the perfect way to earn her trust and access to the cult's inner circle.
Good. Marshalling the goblins is no simple matter, but my warband will be ready to attack by next light. Once we are in position, we will wait for your signal, and then we will break them all.
Come on, Reese.
It is
Yes, your
Time to
worship.
feed the
We won't let you
crawlies.
down.
Come! We have
How
found
about
our
I start following you, eh? How'd you like that?
Drow wants to know exactly where those adventurers...
The eye doesn't seem to notice your presence.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Still breathing, despite everything. stopped me yet.
You can't do this! We grew up together!
Yeah, and now I'm a royal.
Unless you like big, bristling, hairy legs, I wouldn't go down there.
Funny how life turns out. We treat the spiders real kind, sir. Feed them the... Funny how life turns out, innit?
If you're heading to...
Enjoying? Funny how life turns out, innit?
Speak.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
May the darkness protect you. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. I don't... Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to... I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? What? Besides, well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's a deal. No. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Funny how life turns out, innit?
Blood smell.
speak.
The ringleaders have to die. The very natural order of things is in danger. Thanks to them. Very well. My claws are yours. Those ringleaders still draw breath. We must end them. Do not delay. Nature's blessings. The grove. What shall it be?
What now? I shall avoid every gaze. Unseen and ready, keeping my head down. Now, out of sight, out of mind. Now what?
Look at this! Priestess gut burned me.
Well, hello.
Blacketh's will be done.
Don't want to think about where my eyes are itching. Best get in and out.
Indolence breeds madness.
For the taking.
Something smells tasty. Let's go to pass.
No, no! Please! You are? I need to get out of here. The grove. To the east.
This wasn't supposed to happen. Should have been easy.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger. Brian had instructions, but... I have to go. I have to get out of here.
I have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
The ringleaders of these butchers still draw breath. Hurry, please.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What's he doing? Over and over.
Well met, dear child. Would you enjoy some hands-on worship of Leviathan? Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Leviathan and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. Do not keep quiet, dear one. Let me hear you.
Would you have joined up with him if you'd known he'd be indulging in this sort of thing, Astarion?
I mean, I had my hopes.
Do not keep quiet, dear child. Embrace it. Your voice sounds so sweet, dear one. Keep going.
Don't wear him out entirely, priest. I might have use for him yet.
Almost there, dear one. That's it, dear one! Let Leviathan hear you!
My. Who knew our friend had so much blood in them?
Better not let too much be spilled. As much as I'm enjoying the show, we may still need him afterwards.
Sweet child, while I enjoyed that, I'm afraid your reaction was lacking. To gain Leviathan's favor, every single strike. Nevertheless, thank you. You have already...
Grush, I need to see that again. Ask him if you... thing too.
True. you wouldn't have the grit.
What's he doing? It's just the same thing.
Well met, dear. Simply... Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. Your voice sounds...
Don't wear him out in...
Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it.
That's it! Not the worst technique, priest. Good wrist movement. Lots of...
You are doing so well! Do not give in now! Yes, you can, child! Take the pain and offer it up to Loviatar. Offer it all. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I could feel Loviatar's pleasure with every sting of my scourge. I am proud to have served you this penance. Interesting is an understatement, dear one. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.